Welcome to Danu on Fire right here on High TV. Today on the show I have someone who is so well put together. It would be her personality or the way she looks or even that very special hairdo. She is definitely one of a kind and always simply loved. I'm happy to have Ramani Fernando on Danu on Fire. So I told you, she is always well put together. So on the show today, I have, well, I don't need to introduce her, Ramani Fernando, everyone knows her. She's literally one of the most fashionable icons that Colombo has ever seen and Sri Lanka has seen. So you have been in this trade for a long time. But without going into the trade, let's speak about you at home. How would you balance your professional life to your personal life?
Well, Danu, when the kids were young, of course, it was quite hard. But now I'm free when they're all grown up
and you
married
have been made into a grandmother.
And, yeah. So when they were young, of course, I had to. It was quite hard then, you know. But of course, then we didn't have a social life as such. It was work and kids then. Of course, my husband also was traveling quite a bit at that time with cricket. So I had all my time for them, though I was a busy mom.
But this social life in Colombo sort of brewed up in the last few years.
It's like last 10 years, like, isn't it?
Yeah.
So then by that time I was free of, you know, this homework and that sort of thing with the kids. So basically, I love to be at home. When Ranjit loves to be at home. So, and I love my home. You know, I relax best in my room, you know. So I'm kind of a very home person, you know, though you see me here and there. Yes.
But there's always this word called appearances. You feel like it's courtesy and also respecting the person who has invited you and the fact that the working relationship has to continue. And that's one of the reasons why I most of the time drag myself, because sometimes they have made an impression in your life. Yeah. How is it to you? Because all of these people, you have worked with so many. How
as you said, it's like an obligation where you know, because people take the trouble of inviting you and, you know, you feel it when you have your own things and when people don't come, you feel very hurt about it and you appreciate people who come in. Yeah. So I always think of that, you know, if I have something, when I see somebody, I'm so happy to see them. And I'm upset when I don't see the lot that I'm expecting. So I always think of that and try to even, you know, go for an hour or two. I mean, whatever, like, you know.
Just to give that respect to that.
It's respect, it's respect.
If you have to sit back and say, okay, I was a mom, now I'm a grandma, would you define yourself that, you know, when you're a grandma, there's like few things, you know, oh, she's wearing jeans, like she has kids of, like, you know, the age that they can wear jeans. You know, the stereotypical Sri Lankan thinking.
I know.
Has it ever affected you?
Not really, no. I feel if it suits me and if my family is okay with it, why not, right, you know. I think my kids are used to seeing me in the way I dress, you know, but of course I think I know what suits me and what doesn't suit me, and my elder son will be the first to comment if it's, you know, if my cleavage is showing too much or whatever, he'll say something and Ranjit might say something. So I always respect them. If they say something, you know, negative, I wouldn't go out in that. But basically, it's okay. I feel, yes.
Because that's one of those things that, you know, Sri Lanka is like, no, my daughter is dressing no now, so I better not wear these.
I hear these things. I hear these things. I hear moms saying that, you know, should I cut my hair short? Now I'm this age. I mean, I said when you grow older, you should have a haircut shorter, because that makes you look groomed. Because the young ones are nice anyway in their longer hair and messy and all that sort of thing. But an older woman just cannot carry that look off. Yeah. So they have that mentality, but I think we are getting away from that, isn't it?
True.
Yeah,
that's true. This is the second time I'm sharing screen space with her. It was first for Buzz with Danu, and when we started the shoot off, I spoke to you a little bit about the look and feel that Ramani has. You know, it's always, I'm sure, nerve-wracking when somebody has to cut your hair. What do they go through?
I suppose so, because I'm very particular about my hair, and I have the habit of looking into mirrors and adjusting my hair. That's a joke, like in the family and my friends and all that. But I can't help it. That's me.
And that's your profession.
I suppose so, and I'm in front of mirrors all the time. Okay, so but I have 2 or 3 guys who have a lot of patience. You know, I mean, one would think it's very easy having a haircut like this, but when it's short hair, it has to be kind of very precise with your haircut and balancing properly. You know, it's much easier to cut longer hair. So I trust 2 or 3 guys in my salons who do it, and they are used to it now. They relax and cut my hair now.
Okay.
You know?
I'm sure the initial burden of knowing that you'll get there, if she will give me the power to cut her hair, no way, that's too much of a stress. But handling staff, how has that worked? Because, you know, one, they have to all grow and branch out of their own, and so many mushrooms just pop up from all over the place. And most of the time, you can relate it back to, oh, I was at Ramani's at one point. So there's always that point. When you sit back and see all your students either starting off by yourself or leaving you, how do you feel at that time?
Well, Danu, I think I'm used to it now, but at the beginning it was very hard when my senior staff, you know, started leaving. Of course, they left like after about 15 years, and I had a good feel about it because, you know, they gave me enough notice, but still it was so sad to see them go.
They become a part of the brand.
Of course, and I was in, and the salons were smaller then, I was very close to them personally. They were not much younger than me. They were like, you know, like talking of Cheryl and Johan and Nadine and Shobi and that lot, you know. They were very, very close to me. And when they started leaving, I mean, it was very hard at that time, I must say. But now it's different. I mean, one thing is I had realized nobody is indispensable. When one goes, there's somebody else to take over. And now I had the academy, so from that we have the good, so much coming out.
And an island-wide reach.
That's right. You know, so things are easier now. And also sometimes, you know, some of my senior staff has left to do their own thing, and then, you know, they find it's not the same, it's not easy doing your own business. Then they come back to me, or they will go and join other salons thinking, you know, it's greener on that side, but they go and then maybe they realize I'm better and they come back. So that's fine, you know. I mean, as long as they are not done anything dirty by me and gone the right way, they have my blessings.
There you go. Well, this well put together lady, how is she in the kitchen? Well, that's this show all about, you know. What can they actually cook up? We'll see you after the break with Mo, right here on Danu on Fire. Welcome back to the show. This is Danu on Fire. So this is the great Ramani Fernando's kitchen. She's as new as I am to this environment. So first step in cooking this 75% accomplished dish is to get Suba to come to light the fire, because she doesn't know how to, and I can't actually help her out because I also don't know how. Suba, vango, Suba. Suba is pretty in salmon pink. The best question is, Auntie Ramani is asking, don't you need a matchbox?
Nice.
No, let me get this out. So the pan is now on fire. You can start. So when did you cook last? Go, you can start. You can talk to her.
I'm going to be honest here, right? I don't know when I cooked last, really.
Okay.
Actually, I used to cook when the kids were a little small.
Let me
But
open that.
it's open. It's not that bad. Okay. So this dish is quite.
Can I reduce the flame a little bit? I'm
Yeah,
worried that it's too much.
Better go, Suba. This one. Oh my God. Better go, Suba again.
No. There you go.
That's better. Yeah.
I understand. Thank you. Alright, so now the oil is boiling. What are you making for us today?
Okay, this is known as mushroom cream chicken.
Mushroom cream chicken.
Yeah, it's quite a popular dish in our family.
Okay.
Especially for the nights. And actually Suba has helped me to get it like half or 3/4 done, right?
So the chicken breast is what we are using. It's healthy. It's a healthy option. So you have nothing to worry there.
Yeah.
First goes in the garlic.
Garlic, okay. Put all the garlic.
You can put all of it.
Yeah. Right. So that's the garlic.
Then goes in.
Then goes, wait until this fries a little bit.
She's so graceful even when she does that.
Okay.
I'm sure your family is going to enjoy watching this.
Oh my God, especially my granddaughter. It's a joke in the family that the Archie can't cook, you know. But Archie's very good at washing dishes. So
it's also
yeah.
you have some more balance,
I do my
something in the
bit.
kitchen.
Yeah, of course.
You can't do it all.
I know.
Yeah, that's fine. But end of the day, they say the way to a man's heart is through food. You have somehow kept the man as well. So
Kept him now almost 50 years,
yeah,
right?
so that means you have done it all right.
So I put this,
The mushroom.
then I put the mushroom.
This is actually a healthy dish.
Well, yeah.
Made with olive oil. And
Yeah. I don't know if there's enough oil also. Okay. Let's
Okay.
put more oil.
So just to give you a recap, we have first tempered the garlic, then we have put in the mushrooms for it to cook in the same oil.
Can I have Subha here close to me a little bit?
Suba, Inga Bango. This is so funny. Now you are just confused whether it's ready.
Yeah, I'm worried there's enough oil here.
I think you need to put the cream in. Suba, Inga Bango. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಣ್ಣೆ போடணும்ப்பா.
Subha මේක ටිකක් බලන්න ඇවිල්ලා ඉක්මනට.
මේකට
talking
තෙල් දාන්න ඕනේ.
තෙල් ටිකක් දාමුනේ. ඔව් ඉන්න මෙතන කමක් නැහැ.
In the cream of the இப்போ யா சொல்றேன்.
දැන් දාමුද cream න?
Now you have to put the cream in
Yeah.
to thicken the gravy while
Yeah.
the mushroom and the garlic is in this whole mixture of things stir fry.
Yeah. Actually, Danu, I did this in England last when I went to see my daughter. That's it. All this? Okay. Right. So now I
Right,
had to-
there you go, the cream is in.
Right. So now, this is the
What is that?
gravy that.
That's the broth of the chicken, is
Broth,
it?
not really. Yes, the chicken was boiled in this water with 2 cubes of chicken cubes.
Okay.
And first, of course, well, I'll give the recipe. It's quite nice.
Okay, cool. So then
Okay.
the mushroom will cook on it and you just sprinkle some pepper and salt to taste.
Yeah, just some pepper and salt.
So are you going to put all of this broth? Yeah, right.
Not all, a little bit of that. I
You
think
want to put 1 tablespoon.
ටිකක් දාමුද ඒක?
Oh,
Yeah.
නෑ රස නැති එක.
ඇත්තද? Oh.
ඇයි
Subha කියනවා හරි. Subha, I will not go against your word.
So, talking about this chicken,
Yeah.
it was first marinated with pepper and salt, okay, and
That's
kept
it.
aside from morning.
Okay,
Then Subha fried it for me,
right.
and then cooked it in 1 cup of water with 2 chicken cubes.
It's fried and then cooked.
Then cooked.
Oh, okay.
Fry it lightly, okay?
Right.
And then, then we keep it on the fire with 1 cup of water and 2 chicken cubes, as I said
Right.
earlier. And so this is the gravy of that, okay?
The
So,
broth
and
of
then,
the chicken.
broth, okay. And then this chicken was separated, right? And now this is the balance I'm doing.
Right. That's what she's doing. Just to recap, this is it's a cream-based dish, quite easy to make. You only need like literally 4 ingredients: pepper, salt, the chicken broth, cream, and the chicken and garlic. You can use onions, I'm sure, right? If you want to.
You
with the
can,
garlic,
you can, yes.
Yeah.
And okay, so this is not thickening
You
enough.
want it?
A little bit more, maybe.
This is a.
Okay.
All right, while we
Right.
wait, I'm sweating and she's cooking. I'm sweating. This is the task. So
Subha?
what do you serve this with normally at home?
With the salad. We're going to have a salad today,
Okay.
and then some garlic bread,
it's-
and maybe some smoked salmon on the side.
Okay,
You know,
cool.
that sort of thing.
So how often
And some
do you-
pasta, maybe. Yeah.
Okay. How often do you like sit at home and eat?
Oh, we eat quite a lot at home.
At least 1 meal per a day?
No, Danu, 3 meals per day. What do you mean? We have
Like
breakfast.
When you
Then-
have like outdoor engagements.
Yeah, that's like once a week or twice a week, no, maximum.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're at home.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, we eat healthy in the night.
Okay.
And lunch we have our rice and curry. We can't do without that.
Okay.
And morning we have like chickpeas, mung atta.
Really? That's discipline though.
Yeah, brown bread, yeah, manioka sometimes. I love my breakfast, I love my lunch.
Dinner you can live without.
Not really, Danu. I wish I can.
But you have maintained yourself so well. Do you work out?
I exercise,
Really?
yes, I work hard for it.
Every day?
Not every day, at least 4 times a week I work out.
What, cardio?
Actually I started working out only after I reached 50, you know.
Wow.
Till then I didn't even go for a walk, actually, believe me. I used to not, even Ranjit is calling me for to go for a walk, I never went. But of course I never had that problem of putting on like
weight.
that, even after my babies I never put on.
You just came back to your size again.
Yeah, it was like that. So I suppose that's why I didn't, you know. But once you reach 45, 50, then you got to be really careful.
When you hit 30 now, I'm just shaping up into looking like snowman for the season at any time. Shall we drop the chicken
Shall you call? I made this last about 6 months ago at my daughter's house.
Really? But your memory is superb.
But Subha makes this often, so I hope you'll enjoy eating
I
this.
think it looks brilliant, so. But she was adamant that you put more cream. I think it's because the chicken quantity was more. Subha knows that.
Shall you call her?
Subha, Mango. Subha is actually the main star. It should be featuring Subha. Is it all right, Subha? Sorry.
Subha says right. Subha is the boss here.
Subha says right, Subha is done.
Okay. Right.
Right, brilliant. Bravo, bravo. Thank you, Subha. You want me to put some of that?
Yeah, I can't. Just 1 spoon.
One more? Yeah, no, because
Okay.
it's just here.
Yeah.
I would of course put the whole thing. I'm like, don't waste it. Alright, so we are done with this dish. We'll be seeing you on the other segment of me trying the food out and coming to know a little bit more about the very well-known figure, Ramani. Welcome back to the show. This is Danu on Fire right here on High TV. So from the time we finished the cooking and all the way here, the only thing that Auntie Ramani could think of was, "Hiyo, is the chicken too hard?" And I'm sorry that I had to call you that. I'm so used to calling her that, and it's very hard for me to just call you by first name only.
That's fine. That's fine.
But this is our romantic setting today. We are dining in her, what can I say? A green environment. All right. So why don't you start?
Yeah.
Okay. So we were talking about.
So I want you to start. Okay.
Yeah.
You are my guest, so try the chicken. I'm a bit worried about that.
Chicken is what I'm going to go at.
Okay.
First, I'll take some mushrooms.
Doesn't look bad, no, Danu?
No, not at all. Actually, this is what everyone is very worried when they have to cook, but I'm sure it turns out good. Okay, I'm going to take this piece. That's a big piece.
Okay.
All right, I need some gravy though. All right, let's see how this is going to go. That's for you.
Yeah, and please.
Yeah, I'm going to
help yourself.
First, I'm going to try this because it's the star of the moment, right?
Okay.
Let's try this. Okay, but how has it been being promoted as grandma? How many grandkids do you have?
I have 4.
Okay.
3 live in England. My daughter has 3 kids and they live in England.
Right. But they all came for the book launch.
Yeah, they were all there. They were all there.
That was a nice big family moment there.
And you remember what my granddaughter said?
Yes.
She gave a small speech and she said, "Thank God it's not a cookbook because my Archie cannot cook." You remember that?
Yeah, but I'm sure there's always a negative element to all what you do. I'm sure there are people who have searched for you and been like, "Oh, this Ramani, let's spread some rumors about her." How have you handled that, or have you not come across those?
Not much, Danu. I don't think I'm a, what should I say? Not a very good.
Good, right? She's as surprised as I am.
Good. Maybe a bit more salt.
But I think we can do without the salt.
Yeah? Why won't you help
It's more
yourself with
healthier.
some? Yeah. Different smoked salmon.
But haven't you noticed, in the era when you started beauty,
Yeah.
there was no social media, there was no interaction towards negativity, was
Yeah.
very light. Unless they come up and tell you to your face, which
Yeah.
is very rare, nobody's going to take the time to like cat about you.
That's right.
But
yeah.
now catting about someone is so easy.
So easy.
Yeah.
I mean, any complaint even about the salons would come on
Just-
social media.
I know.
And you know what to do? You got to face it,
Yeah.
right? And sometimes, you know, having criticism is good. You better yourself, you know. But at times you think, oh, you should even ignore these things, you know, because we are all human, right? At the end of the day, and
And
then you could
mistakes
make
do happen.
mistakes. And what I always tell my staff is, mistakes could happen, but if anyone complains about like service level, you know, where they didn't get a good service, that's what really upsets me, you know.
Being looked into.
Yeah, because I think, Danu, if you have given a good service and say you're given, say, a bad haircut or
Yeah.
whatever, they come back to you because they remember the service.
service.
But if you have not treated them well, they'll never come back.
That's gone.
Yeah.
And also now with multiple branches opening up under the brand Ramani Fernando, do you find it hard to sustain and also to maintain what you have envisioned?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be lying if I say no. I
Yeah.
mean, it is. You
It
know,
is.
whenever I go into the salon, I always see this is not right, that's not right. You know,
Because
it's not
handling
easy.
one or two is easy, but
Yeah, it's not easy. But thank God, saying that, I have some good managers who have been with me like over 12, 15 years. So
They've been groomed.
They have been groomed and they look at things somewhat the way I look. I mean, some of them are very good, you know. But still, I have to go. You know,
Yeah.
when I go, I see so many things.
So
to be
how
done.
often do you visit a branch?
At least once a week.
All the branches?
Yeah. Maybe in the morning, someone goes somewhere, then put in my mouth.
Yeah, that's okay. So how often do you get a client? Do you get clients? Do you take your own personal clients? You do. I'm sure they would have been coming to you for like years now.
Yeah, there are some like that. There
And
are
have the
some young
generations-
ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And also, I do a lot of brides in Danu, so then I get a chance of doing all the young ones, do their trials. So what I do is I take my base is here at
Yeah.
Ellie Bank Road. That's
Right.
my first salon, and I take my clients from here. So if I'm working, say at the WTC,
Okay.
my bookings will be here. So I take my list there. So I get a chance of working, and I'm a person I cannot just stand around. I love to work, and I love to cut hair. And so I do a few haircuts a day, and then of course with my bridal consultations, and
Yeah. It's
Yes.
just, it has to keep on evolving and going.
definitely.
But have
yes.
you ever sat back and thought, okay, what's for Ramani Fernando when you sit back?
I really hope the day won't come that I have to stop working. I mean, I always think of this
Yeah,
because I just
it's a
love
question,
to go to
yeah.
work. I love to be with my staff. I
Yeah.
love the whole thing. You know, of course, there are the problems as well.
Of course.
The challenges. But still, I enjoy and thank God I have the energy for it, you know. But this is my worry. Yeah, I know my kids, there are one or two of them who are quite interested in the business side of it, but they
Not
don't know
the-
the job,
Yeah.
right? But saying that, you don't have to know the job,
Yeah,
you know.
because today I
Nowadays,
think
you
it has
can run it
become
as a
so-
business.
yeah, it has become so
you
mainstream.
can, yeah, because one of my guys, he's like very, how should I say, he's quite artistic. And he's abreast of all what's happening, you know. So I'm sure if he want to run this one day, you know,
Just dive all the way.
I think they can, yeah.
All right. Well, it has been great talking to you. It has been a good evening, good food. I must say, proud about the chicken. So, well, from a personal point of view, before I close the show, I always say something that I feel about the person who I have on the show. There are so many things that I admire about her, but one of those things are the fact that she's so grounded, so humble. I know that a lot of people's heads turn when you walk in, you have the attention, you don't need that aura of being nice to people, but it's not that you put it on, it's just genuinely that's who she is. And one thing, she'll never ever speak about a person. and she'll always smile about it, and she'll just move on. So there's never a quotation that says, oh, Ramani said so. That's never going to be there, and that's remarkable. And in this trade, to be that is wonderful because normally gossips brew from
Happen in
salons.
the salons,
Of
yeah,
course.
that's true.
But thank you so much for hosting me at your home and for letting Hi TV be a part of what your day in the kitchen could and will look like. Until we see you with another cool edition, you have yourself a great day. I'm just going to dive back into what Ramani has made. Ramani has made.